They can't let this guy go. He's crazy. He's actually crazy. He's out of his mind. So it seems like things have really gone from bad to worse for our good. Actually, I was gonna say friend of the stream like I typically do for people who we don't like, but actually I can't even, it's so bad I can't even say friend of the stream even jokingly. I don't want to be associated with this man whatsoever. Things have gone bad for your average human trafficker Andrew Tate, because those wiretaps that we talked about last time in our last video that you can find up here, that the police set up in his home, and audio evidence of him admitting to some crimes and the way that he talked to some of the girls that he kept in his dungeon have surfaced. And this is no exception, because a couple of days ago, something absolutely horrible surfaced about Andrew Tate and what he said to some of the people who he had in his custody in Romania. The most damning thing from what he said was the title of this Vice News article that I am not going to be reading, but you can look at it yourself and you can tell that it's not great. I will say it's not great at all. Pretty bad, actually. In 2015, controversial alpha male influencer Andrew Tate was arrested over another alleged assault in the UK following a complaint from a woman who supplied police with messages sent by Tate in which he wrote this. We're gonna just highlight that, which is horrible. It's just like, like these type of guys think that they can get away with anything, so much to the point where they'll just like say it out of nowhere. When he said that he thinks that he can do whatever he wants, he wasn't joking, he wasn't exaggerating. He did actually believe that he could do whatever he wants to anybody. And for a long time, as unfortunate as it is, since 2015, apparently he was getting away with it. Average Tate flirting, yeah. Reported earlier this month that he was arrested in suspicion of sexual assault and physical abuse in 2015. Following separate allegations by two other complainants in 2019, the Crown Prosecuting Service declined to pursue the charges against Tate for any of the allegations. Nice work, England. Nice work, dude. Good job, man. Nice. This is something that goes with another witness's experience that she shared, saying that what happened to her is that when she went to Romanian police about like what he did to her, they completely dropped the case, and they said that there's like a small sliver of doubt that he may not have done it, just out there, even though like that's not their job. That's not the cops' job. They're not a jury. They can't do that. But anyways, they said that she alleged that they said that they told her that there's a sliver of evidence that he may not have done it, so they said fuck off, and then they waved her away and didn't decide not to press charges or do anything else on it. So this is all starting to come together, that like police really just don't care about women and allow these guys to get away with this type of stuff. And he could have, it's just like a school shooting or something, you know, every time we hear about a school shooting, it's like this kid like 2 years ago threatened to shoot up a school and bought a gun and was on his way to the school, but prosecutors gave him a slap on the wrist and told him he's a no bad boy, and let him walk free without pressing any charges. Remember that? It's like every time something like this happens. Every time, like we've known for years, decades sometimes even, that something is wrong, but police just like don't give a shit. It's crazy. Among the dozens of messages and voice notes reviewed by Vice World News that Tate sent the woman as a voice note in which he appears to admit to assaulting her, saying, "Am I a bad person? Because the more you don't like it, the more I enjoy it." That's just, that I don't even have any words for that. That's just horrible. That's just horrible. You can play some of the clip here. Once again, just so you know, this is quite disturbing.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it. Turn me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get fucked by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather fuck? You didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to. That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this fucking planet. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't fucking pass out. Chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ. I thought you were cool. What's wrong with you?
Holy shit. So yeah, that's what a lot of these girls had to go through. Him just openly, brazenly admitting that he would just like happily assault them. He'd just have like a lot of fun while doing it. And the more that they were upset and wanted to get away from him, the happier he would get. He's just like, by definition, caricature of like a rapist, but that's literally just him. And all the type of talk that he does on his TV show, all the type of talk that he does on his YouTube show, or his old YouTube show, I guess Rumble show now, he just says here to these girls too. It's not a bit that he's playing. It's just like, because recently his defense team came out to say that what he's been doing this whole time has been like a whole just haha funny bit. It's like a joke. He tried to pull like the Alex Jones card, that everything is just like a joke, it's a bit, he's playing a character and everything, but it's not. And I think this is the biggest thing that proves it. It's not a bit. He just says this to people. He doesn't think the cameras were rolling. He never thought anybody else would hear this message ever. And he's speaking the same exact way. His ego was massive. Yeah. And led him to abuse tens of people. It's actually crazy. This guy's insane. He needs to be put away, honestly. He genuinely does. The woman who'd be referred to as Amelia is the third woman to reveal to Vice News that they filed a police complaints alleging sexual or physical abuse by Tate, an American British social media influencer, former professional kickboxer. We all know that. The two other women, one of whom said that she was assaulted, and the other said she was repeatedly strangled, went public with their experiences last week. They revealed that after the initial complaints in 2015, Hertfordshire police took 4 years to pass the case to prosecutors, who then declined to prosecute. Amelia, to this day, still does not know the identities of the other women, had her complaint handled as a part of the same investigation before the Crown Police told the women in 2019 that there was no realistic prospect of conviction. That's crazy. That's crazy. He said this, and apparently this isn't enough to prosecute.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it. Turned me on. Why am I like that?
It's just like, this can't get you put in jail. This should be getting you put in jail. Okay? This is 100% a jail thing. Like, I strangled you a little bit. Are you seriously so offended that I strangled you? It wasn't even that bad. Like, come on, dude. That's wild. So yeah, and this is what it seems like. This is what made it so he lost his appeal for the 30-day suspension to keep him in jail, because they found out that he's just so dangerous that they can't just release him, especially if he can get back to any of the girls who are still out, use any of his power to try to like take revenge on them or anything. They can't let this guy go. He's crazy. He's actually crazy. He's out of his mind. Shit's insanity. And the fact that there are still people defending him, like, there's no ins and outs between like them just being just like pro-rape. This is like, it's not like a differentiation in ideas or anything. It's just people who love rape and people who don't love rape. And that's like it, honestly. That's it. That's it now. Those are the two sides of the battle now. Rape enjoyers and people who don't like it. Which side are you on, I guess? That's the real question now. Literally just pro-rape? Yeah, honestly, at this point. This was from 10 hours ago. This got 137,000 likes. It's not okay for Andrew Tate to inspire young boys to be strong, but it's okay for Cardi B and Nicki Minaj to encourage young girls to behave like prostitutes. Bro, he's a rapist. I don't get it. I feel like a lot of these people would just be pro-Hitler if he was still around. A lot of these people genuinely did come out to be pro-Hitler, and he's not even around anymore. As long as we have to remember, honestly, we have to remember that shit. We have to remember Kanye West. Everybody being like, these guys think that he did have a point after all. It's crazy. Also, yeah, and also, what are you talking about? Cardi B's music isn't for children. It's not for kids. Like, Cardi B music, not for kids. Nicki Minaj music, not for kids. Literally not for kids. What are you talking about? Are there like 13-year-olds who are like, I don't know, man. This shit's insane. Like, if your kid is liking like that, that's not Cardi B's fault. That's your fault. She makes shit for adults. If you let your kid watch it, that's a you problem, not a her problem. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine blaming Cardi B or Nicki Minaj for your children, for you not having control over what your children watch or hear or see? I think it's remarkable to me, if I'm going to be honest with you. Also, Paul Joseph Watson, like, made a video about Andrew Tate, about how he's so good and how rape is actually great. And Merrick actually dropped a video in response to him. I can't show you this video because this is Andrew Tate and I think his brother watching porn together on the couch or something along these lines. Merrick says, my good friend Merrick says, how dare you talk about degenerate empty sex, that's in quotes, when you love cam girls, call them trash and ask what's the most extreme physical thing you can watch them do? You're such a grifter. Is this Paul Joseph Watson? Wait, that's him! Wait, that's him! This is him. This is the guy. I can't show you the rest of this video because it's porn. But this is like him and his brother or like friend or something watching porn together, bro. This is crazy. He's watching like my free cams. He's watching like Chatterbait on his TV, bro. Here, I guess I can show you this. I can show you this. I can't show you like they zoom in and then you can like see the girls, but I can't show you that. He's actually watching porn on his TV. This is like, you have a problem, okay? That's when you have a problem. When you start to put that on your like TV in your living room, that's when you've gone too far. You've gone too far. On the TV? Yes, on the TV. Here, let me play the audio for you.
This bitch next to you, she's not attractive. I'm sure she's a nice girl, but she's not hot.
No.
She's rubbish. I mean, what can you get away with? Like, what is the most extreme physical act that you can perform?
What, during coronavirus?
Like, just us. Or like just me on the bed by myself, or like, together.
Yeah, he's just like, he called into a cam girl show. He called into a cam girl show and is now watching. I'm getting cursed. Did you see that? Did you hear that? I'm getting fucking like British cursed after listening to all these damn British people for so often. Yeah, and he's wearing like a weird glove. He's wearing like some creepy like strangler glove. You see this? You see this glove he has on? He has this like creepy goddamn Patrick Bateman strangling glove on his left hand as he's holding the phone in his right. It's so weird. She's not attractive. The girl next to you, she's not attractive. What can I see you put in your booty hole, girl? Okay. She lit him up. She did end his career on that very night. You do love to see it. That's crazy. I don't know where she got this clip from. Where did she get this clip from? Where'd Merrick get this? That's what I'm wondering. He's just sitting there wearing latex gloves like some freak. And it did look like he was kind of crying too. You should look at the video anytime you can, whenever you get the opportunity to. But like, this is crazy. This is out of control. That stuff came out last year. I have no clue. Possibly, maybe. Yeah, American Lance be keeping that shit on hand. They be letting that thing. They got that thing on them. I will say they got that thing on him. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.